Hello, for those who don't know me, I'm Martin and this is my Jambo sailing yacht Bavaria 34 holiday. I've left yesterday Sainte-Anne in the Caribbean Sea, Anse Marcel, and set course towards USA. So my planned destination is West Palm Beach in Florida. That's about 1,200 nautical miles and I've calculated about 10 days for that. After almost 23 hours we have sailed 125 nautical miles in the right direction. So I'm quite pleased with that. I think the daily's run will be about 130 nautical miles, so that's quite okay. I'm also sailing the new mast now on a longer cruise. That gives me the possibility to gain trust here in the rig and into the new mast. So I lost the mast almost 1 year ago, not too far away from here. And most people know that I could manage to get down to Sainte-Anne and then later to Grenada and got it changed on Martinique. I think we have done what we could to be as diligent as possible. So we had a double check after Carib, Raymond in Le Marin put the mast up. I did that with Helmut from Sailing Yacht Shogun. We did a complete rig check, visual inspection. We found a few things which we corrected. And then in February I met Frank from Sailing Yacht Manatee, and he's a professional rigger, an expert in those things, and we completely loosened the rig and then we put the right forces in, the right tension in. And afterwards I did a couple of turns on the shrouds up and also one turn on the shrouds down here, and that should be okay. I have a good feeling, but you never know if there's something wrong with one of the materials and something could break, a hidden failure somewhere, but we will see. So first of all, good sailing at the moment, downwind sailing, not the greatest speed because the angle is not that good for us, but all fine, and let's see how it goes. Sunset is near. It has been a very nice sailing day. I set the mainsail as well because the wind has slightly turned back and I'm sailing 120 degrees to the apparent wind, so wind force 5, so it works quite well, and that's how we are sailing into the night. Yeah, I'm looking forward to my bunk. We are sailing Butterfly with wind force 5, running very well at the moment. I was lucky with fishing this morning, so I caught a mai, 88 centimeters long. That was quite a big fish, so I cut off the fillets, and it was really a large portion, so I divided it in 3 portions for me. I cooked it in the pan this morning and had already the first portion, really great. And I have something for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow as well. The weather is playing along, as we can see. Bright and sunny, warm, all well. That looks very interesting. Pleasure boat, 6 meters long and 2 meters wide. About half a nautical mile ahead of us. He's over there. A bit spooky. I haven't seen anyone on board. I don't know. All is good. I gave him a radio call and got him via channel 16. He's rowing to Miami, so all is good. So when I woke up this morning, I saw a rain front at starboard. We are now on the engine, so I took all the sails in. You don't want to get in a thunderstorm at sea. If you are hit, then all the electronics are gone, completely damaged. So what I'm doing now, I'm on a kind of escape course to prevent the worst. And we are sailing, or we are cruising in the opposite direction at the moment, but it doesn't matter, just don't want to get in, and the wind has picked up already, wind force 7. So I wait until the worst is behind, and then I set sails again in the right direction. I've changed course. We are now cruising west, and I let the system go through in front of me. That should work. So wind is up to almost 24 knots at the moment, so a little bit less, and still northeast. So it had changed from east-southeast to northeast. Here's the rain. The wind was up to 36 knots. I think we have the right strategy. Oh, I'm in the thunderstorm. Hope it doesn't hit me. Yeah, we're still in the thunderstorm. I saw lightning again. We are very close, so I've changed course to south now again. Oh, there it looks much better. Very chaotic at the moment here. There was one wave throwing us completely to the other side. I get that sorted out. The nice weather is catching up with us. So there is rain at starboard. So I wait until this has gone, and then I set sails again. My. Lucky me, I caught a my again. 87 centimeters long, which is similar size as the one of yesterday. I put the lure out again and hoping that I can catch a second one, because then I would get the fillets of 2 fishes and have the cleaning just once, because it's a kind of effort to get the cockpit cleaned. Yeah, let's see if it works. I've cleaned everything here with salt water. Haven't caught a second fish, but all fine. We're getting close to the sunset. I'm a little bit tired, just had my shower, and I'm looking forward to my bunk. So it has been a full and busy day, but all fine. I will sleep well. Starboard is a little squall. And I saw a lightning in there, but no thunder. Will escape if we keep on course. At least on the radar it looks like that it will pass us astern. We have some cumulus clouds here. I need to sail with caution this night, so maybe there are some other squalls running through. Actually it's full moon, so when the moon is not behind the clouds, it's pretty good visibility. So I have an alarm connected with the guard zone, so if an object gets confirmed within the 6-mile zone, then the alarm goes on. There was a lightning in those clouds. Hopefully we can escape. There's a lot going on. It's looking quite okay. We are back on target course and I'll go back into my bunk, so all the alarms are switched on. I think we are good for the moment. This is my control center at night. So here's a chart, here's a plotter, here's a remote control. So I go 3 degrees to starboard. So we see that here changing, so I go back. Works. And here I have battery power banks to keep it all charged, because during the night I keep the 220 volt inverter off. Good night. Oh, I forgot. I'm on 1 hour sleeping interval, so my alarm was on every hour. And after midnight I try to extend it to 2 hours, but it depends on the situation. Good morning. Sunrise. It's the mainsail half additionally. The wind speed has increased, blowing around 20 knots at the moment, so I've reefed the Jambo completely, took the whisker pole out and set the little fog, and the main is out about 3/4. I've also changed course slightly to the north, because in 3 days when I'm near Grand Bahama Island, the wind could turn to north-northeast, and that means I need a more westerly course. I think I'm in a better position if I can sail more westerly then. Apart from that, everything okay, so I've the sailing gen out as well to gain some energy, because speed through the water is very good and it's delivering well. And also the batteries were down to 43% this morning, because the radar took some ampere hours as well. But no drama at all. I just like to have the batteries charged up to 70–80% at the end of the day. So all good. I mean, solar panels should deliver well. All good. It's a beautiful sailing day. It's evening again. It's about 1.5 hours prior to sunset. The wind is blowing with force 5 from east, so I could do with a little bit more sail. But on the other hand, I see the first cumulus and very high cumulus clouds over there. And yesterday I had it similarly, and then I had some squalls after sunset. So maybe it's happening today as well, I don't know, but I'm prepared for that. Apart from that, everything okay. So yeah, let's see how the night goes. Hopefully it's a little bit calmer than last night. Yeah. All is running well, all is okay. We have a rain front astern, but I don't think it will hit us. And good weather is here starboard, so hopefully that is reaching us. I'm sailing at the moment butterfly, so the mainsail is port and the general is starboard. Additionally, I've set fog, so we're making reasonably good speed. So the wind angle to the apparent wind is about 110 to 120 degrees at the moment. The wind could be a little bit more, so we have force 4. Only rarely it goes up to 5, and it's forecasted getting less. So let's see how that is running. We are not too far away here from the Bahamas, and I think we will enter the area sometimes tomorrow. And we have left to West Palm Beach about 320, 330 nautical miles. So yeah, let's see how the rest will run. The next call is coming from astern. I just changed the positions of the sails. Yeah, just took them all to starboard, took the whisker pole out, and because the wind has turned significantly to southeast. Also, it's not much, so 11-12 knots. That was forecasted. It will get less during the day, so let's see how long we can sail. I saw either a breaking wave or something else, and in the next moment I saw a whale jumping out of the water, and then he was hitting the water with his tail a few times, and I also saw 1 or 2 other whales. Really great, so exciting. finally under sails. I could switch off the engine. The wind is blowing from north with 11-12 knots, so we are beating the wind with 50 degrees to the apparent wind and making good speed. I already put up the courtesy flag for the USA because it was easier when we were under engine, so sea was calm. Instead of waiting for the last minute and having 6 to 7 before and 3-meter wave close to Florida, at least that's what's forecasted. So it's better doing it now. Also, it's a little bit earlier. Behind me is a Scottish sailing yacht Steno. They are from Shetland, so we had a nice little chat via the VHF radio. And they are sailing to the USA as well, and we're going to meet in New York, so let's see. That would be cool. The water maker is running as well, because I cannot do it under engine, because the seawater access is via the sail drive. So either I use the engine with the water from the sail drive or make my fresh water. We are now in the Florida Channel and have about 40 nautical miles left to Fort Lauderdale. The wind is blowing from northeast with 6 before, sometimes a gust with 7. The waves are a little bit steep because the Gulf Stream is coming from south and going to north. That means we have Gulf Stream against the waves. That makes them a little bit steep, but no problem for Jambo. I've experienced that several times on the North Sea. Actually, I'm looking forward to the arrival in Fort Lauderdale and hope that customs clearance goes all right. That's how it is looking here in the Straits of Florida. Yeah, it's a borderline here. If I'm looking at the conditions, they shouldn't get much worse. So if it gets worse, then we're really in trouble here. Yeah, let's keep fingers crossed that everything goes all right here at sea. Then it's also not 100% sure if I can take the Port Everglades entrance, if the waves are badly breaking there and it's too dangerous, then I cannot take that. We will see that later on when we are there. If that's the case, I need to develop plan B. Not quite sure what that will be. We will see. Let's keep fingers crossed that I can get in there. And ho! Oh, what waves. So large. Very rough sea here. Hope I find the entrance. So I'm very happy that I could drop the anchor here in Lake Sylvia. Last night it was very late, raining. It's raining today as well. I could do final steps on the clearance, also got the cruising permit in the meanwhile, and have set for 1 year. The weather is really not playing along, so I wait a few days until I leave this place. So it's blowing heavily here. Wind force 6 to 7 and raining, so not very nice. I wait until the weather is better to heave the anchor and then heading further south, because I'm going to meet Anke in a week in Miami. We are looking forward to having a nice time in the US, cruising up to the north, the Intracoastal Waterway, and then later on to New York. Bye bye and see you!